Ladies and gentlemen, now before we start to practice, we have to pay respect to the Buddha first. Anyhow, you just watching or you can follow me, it doesn't matter. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Bhutang Bhagavantang Apivademi Suvakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅkho Saṅghang Namami Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. First of all, I would like to let you know that please pay attention. Usually before we start to do anything, it is Thai tradition or Thai culture or it's a Buddhist tradition. This is the garlands of flowers. Usually every time before we start to teaching, the Lord Buddha is our headmaster, we respect him as our father. So before we start to do anything, we have to pay respect to him first. That is the reason why I have to pay homage to the Buddha first. And then this is what it is. What does it mean? Usually Thai people, before they start to learn meditation, they have to pay respect to the master or the teacher first. But for all of you, maybe it is not necessary for you to do because of you just coming here and you are not understanding what does it mean, why you have to do. I just let you know that this is Thai tradition, Thai culture. Before we start to learn meditation, we have to take this to the master, and the master have to give them the precept first. Maybe you don't understand about the precepts. If I tell you that the precepts, it is a little bit difficult for you to understand what does it mean, precepts. But if I tell you that 5 rules, it's easy for you to understand. 5 rules or 5 precepts. They are: number 1, no killing. Number 2, no stealing. Number 3, not committing sexual adultery. Number 4, not tell lie. Number 5, no drinking alcoholic. These are 5 precepts or 5 rules. The lay people or lay person like you are should have it, should keep it. You can imagine that if the population of the world take only 5 rules or 5 precepts, this will be peaceful, right? But it is impossible because of this world. Many people, many kind of people, the people in this world come from different levels, different positions, different situations. Over here today, you are coming here to learn about Buddhist meditation. Yes or no? This is the reason you're coming here, right? And you would like to know some about, did you read some about the book about Buddhism? You read some? Somebody read the books about Buddhism? Never? You did or you never read? Anyhow, I would like to let you know that the doctrine of the Buddha, there are 84,000 articles, 84,000 main articles, but it is impossible for me to tell you all of them now. I just let you know that the doctrine of the Buddha, there are 84 main articles, but we can summarize only 3. Number 1, you are not doing ill will, or you are not doing bad things. Number 1. And number 2, you have to do the good things or good deed. Number 3, purify your mind. These are summarization of the doctrine of the Buddha. You are coming here, you try to know more about number 3, purify your mind. If I tell you that you are not doing ill will or bad things, you can understand. It's easy for you to understand. What does it mean? For example, like you are not killing, you are not stealing, you are not doing sexual committing adultery, that is bad things. Opposite, if you are not doing that, you are doing good things, right? But purify your mind. You cannot just reading, you have to practice. Only one in the world, that is meditation. So, that is the reason all of you coming here to learn more how to clean and clear your mind. Because when you practice meditation, it means you come to clean and clear your mind. Clean and clear your mind from what? From greed, hatred, delusion. I think you understand greed, hatred, delusion. Because all of these kill the people. The people kill each other because of this. So, if you can quit or if you can overcome all of this, it means your mind purified. How many kinds of meditation in the Buddhism? There are many, many kinds of techniques in the Buddhist meditation, but we can tell that, we can say that there are only 2 main kinds, Buddhist meditation, only 2 main kinds. Number 1, samatha or tranquility meditation. Number 1, samatha or tranquility meditation. Number 2, vipassana or insight meditation. These are 2 main kinds. Over here, we are teaching vipassana or insight meditation. Even though vipassana or insight meditation, many kinds of techniques, but the techniques what we are teaching here, namely 4 foundations of mindfulness. 4 foundations of mindfulness is the name of the vipassana what we are teaching here. I will try to explain to you step by step. 4 foundations of mindfulness, it means before you start to practice meditation, you have to try to keep your mind empty, make your mind empty. It means you don't want to thinking of past time, you don't want to thinking of future time. You try to keep your mindfulness of the present moment to moment. I think you understand? You don't want to thinking of past time. It means you don't want to think of what you did before. And you don't want to thinking of what you're going to do tomorrow or after this. Just try to keep your mindfulness of the present moment to moment. All of you, you fix your eyes on me now, right? Because you would like to know, you will pay attention to know what I'm talking, what I'm saying. This moment you try to understand what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. But if you are not paying attention, if you look around, look at somewhere, you cannot have good concentration. And then you cannot understand what I'm talking about, what I'm saying, right? So please try to pay attention. I try to explain to you about Buddhist meditation clearly. I told you that there are the meditation what we are teaching here, namely 4 foundations of mindfulness. It means, number 1, you have to pay intention and keep your mindfulness on a bodily action. Bodily actions, it means every time when you are standing, you know you are standing. When you are sitting, you know you are sitting. When you are walking or while you are walking, you know you are walking. This is bodily action. And number 2, contemplation of your feelings or sensations. It means while you are sitting meditation, especially like now, or you are sitting cross-legged, someone sideways. But sometimes you feel your legs pain, sometimes you feel your legs numb, sometimes you feel your back pain. So this is sensations. So if any kind of sensations happen to you, you try to note it. Contemplation of your feelings or sensations. Number 3, contemplation of your mind. It means while you are sitting meditation or walking meditation, sometimes you thinking of something, or maybe you're thinking of many things in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. If you are thinking of something or anything, please try to note it. Thinking. And number 4, contemplation of your mind objects. Mind objects, what does it mean? Mind objects, it means we talk about 5 kinds of hindrance. Number 1, sense desires. Desires, many kinds of desires. For example, like you need money, you need a good job, you need good friends, you need a car, you need a house. This is a desires. These are desires. And number 2, anger or angry. Number 3, sleepy, lazy, torpor. Number 4, distracting or distraction. Number 5, doubt. All of these happen to everybody, more or less, but it will be happen to everybody. Male, female, every nationality same. So if all of these happen to you, namely 5 hindrances, if it is happened to you, you just try to note it. And please remember that while you are practice meditation, this kind of technique will show you how to walk, how to sit. You have to know walking meditation and sitting meditation. I will show you first before we start to do. And I will try to explain to you when or while you're walking what you should do, while you are sitting what you should do. I told you that meditation practice, you try to pay attention, try to understand what you are doing. So before you start to practice, you have to try to pay attention and fix your mind inside your body. Please remember that when you are walking or while you're walking, you fix your mind on your feet. Fix your mind on your feet. It means you pay attention. When you are standing, you know you are standing. You say inside your mind, standing, standing, standing 3 times. It means you try to understand you are standing now. And then when you start to walk, every moment you are stepping, you will be aware. Awareness, mindfulness, it is very, very important for meditators. Mindfulness, it means while every step you are stepping, when your foot is lifting like this, lifting, you notice lifting. When your foot drop, raising, you say raising. When your foot is dropping, you say dropping. I will show you again. This is walking meditation. Please remember that while you are walking, you don't want to close your eyes. Keep your eyes open and then walking. But fix your mind on your feet. Every step you are stepping, you be aware. That is walking meditation. And when you are walking, you should cross your hands. Because if you let your hand free, it is difficult to have good concentration. So you should cross your hands and walking normally. When you practice meditation, you try to relax. You don't want to force yourself. You don't want to press yourself. Just try to walk in normally. Remember. And then after you finish walking, you sitting. Cross leg like this, like that is cross leg. And then you put your hands like this first, and then move your hand by hand like this. Moving, 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 turning, 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 lowering, touching, moving, 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 turning, turning, lowering, touching, like this. After that, keep your body straight. Straight, because of if your body is not straight, it is difficult when you're breathing. Because of when you are sitting meditation, you have to fix your mind on the abdomen. When you're breathing in, your abdomen is rising, you just note it rising. But when you are breathing out, your abdomen is falling, you just note it falling. But this moment, maybe you are thinking of something. If you're thinking of something, you have to note it suddenly. Note it, thinking, 3 times, only 3 times, and then come back to your abdomen. Please remember that while you are sitting meditation, you have to fix your mind on the abdomen only. If you're thinking of something, you note it thinking 3 times. If you're hearing something, you know that hearing, and then come back to your abdomen. Try to sit quietly as long as possible. So after this, we can show you how to walk, how to sit. And please remember that meditation practice anyone can practice anywhere, any day, any time. Remember, anyone can practice anywhere, any day, any time. And maybe you are wondering that what are the purpose of Buddhist meditation? If you practice meditation, what do you get? What do you read? What are the benefits? What are the results of Buddhist meditation? I can tell you that there are 5 purposes of practice meditation. Number 1, purify your mind. Number 2, get rid of sorrows and lamentation. Number 3, get rid of physical and mental suffering. Number 4, understand the truth of life. Number 5, extinguish suffering and attain nirvana. I explain to you step by step. Number 1, purify your mind. What does it mean? It means when you practice meditation, even 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that moment will be purified from greed, hatred, delusion. That means purify your mind. Number 2, get rid of sorrows and lamentation. I think you can understand. Number 3, get rid of physical and mental suffering. Number 4, understand the truth of life. The truth of life, it means when you practice meditation, you can understand yourself that every moment your bodies always change. Everything impermanent is always changed. Even your breathing. You're breathing every moment but never smoothly. Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's deep, sometimes it's shallow, for example. So it's always changed. Even your body, you always change. Your hairs always change. It's longer and longer every moment, but you don't see that. You cannot see that. Your skin, your face, everything changes all the time. But you don't know. But if you practice meditation, you can see that when you're breathing in, breathing out, it's always changed. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's deep, for example. Number 5, extinguish suffering and attain nirvana. And sometimes you feel you have distraction. If you have distraction, it means you're thinking too much, thinking of many things. You try to catch your thought as soon as possible. If you have doubt, you try to catch your thought and note that doubt. All of these you have to try to understand. Now I give you instruction and explaining to you about 30 minutes already. And then now we start to walk about 15 minutes and then sitting, okay? When you are standing, you keep your legs close together like this. Try to relax. Meditation practice, you don't want to force yourself. You don't want to press yourself. Try to relax. How to do? If you feel you are tired, you are weak, you just breathing deep breathing. About 3 times, you feel that you have more power, more energies. So you said, this moment you say standing. While you say standing, you close your eyes. Standing. Be aware your body is standing. Please remember that mindfulness is very, very important for meditators. So, while you are standing, please be mindful. If you have good mindfulness or good consciousness, you can have good concentration. If your concentration, if your consciousness or if your mindfulness is strong, your concentration will be strong. If your concentration is strong, you can sitting longer. But opposite, if your concentration is weak, you cannot sitting for longer because you have strong pain. So this moment I just show you, okay? Standing 3 times, and then you start to walk. Because we are group, so we have to walk on the same legs, same time. When you start with your right leg, when your foot is lifting, step like this. When your foot is lifting, you said lifting, stop for a while, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping. You look overhead about 2 meters. You don't want to close your eyes while you are walking, okay? You don't want to close your eyes while you are walking. Open your eyes but not look around. Remember, not look around. Just try to focus your mindfulness on your feet, but not look at your feet. Look overhead about 2 meters. Because if you look around, you cannot have good concentration because you see outside object. So please try to be mindful when your foot is lifting. You said lifting, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping. Every time you're standing, you should keep your legs close together and your feet should be parallel. And then you'll be turned back. Before you are turning back, you have to say inside your mind again, standing, 3 times. And then you will turn back. While you are turning back, you have to stop for 3 times. Please watching. When you are turning, you don't want to press your foot on the floor. Just touching a little bit. Okay? Touch your heel on the floor a little bit, not pushing. Because if you're pressing, it's difficult for you to turn. Just touching, turning like this. This first stop. And then second, turning. This second. Third time, turning. 3 times to be straight as you standing before. And then you say standing again, standing 3 times. And then walking again, lifting, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping. This is walking meditation. And then, after you finish walking, you will sitting, right? When you are sitting, you prepare your sitting cushion already. So, lifting, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping. You step around here, not in the middle. And you can see why. You step around here, and then lifting, raising, dropping, standing, standing, standing. It means after you finish walking, you are sitting, right? Before you are sitting, you have to move your hand by hand. Like this, moving, moving, moving. Be aware your hands moving, 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 moving. And then sitting slowly, be mindful. When you are sitting, you open your knees like this. Because if you are not open, it's difficult when you are sitting. So you open like this. Then, see? After that, you point your feet back. Then you move your left leg. Put your left leg on your right leg. And then you're sitting. Okay? After that, you put your hands on your knees like this. Keep your body straight. Relax. Breathing deep, breathing about 2-3 times, and then close your eyes. Start to move your left hand side. Start to move your left hand side like this. Moving, 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 moving. Turning, turning, turning. Be aware. Lowering, lowering, touching. Moving, 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 moving. Turning, 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 rolling, touching. This is sitting position, the proper way. Your hands should be like this. Why you have to do like this? Because if you lift your hand like this, if you have good concentration, your hands will be like this all the time. It's not moving. Your body will be straight all the time. But opposite, if your concentration is weak, only 5 minutes your hand out like this. And maybe like this. But you try, after you close your eyes, you fix your mind on the abdomen. Try to know that rising, falling, rising, falling. Just fix your mind on the abdomen, okay? If you can see your abdomen rising and falling moment to moment, you can have good concentration. Opposite, if your concentration is weak, you cannot see your abdomen rising and falling. If you practice at home, you don't worry about that. Sometimes maybe you can see your abdomen rising and falling, but sometimes you cannot see your abdomen rising and falling. But you don't worry about that. If you practice at home, you can note that counting your breathing. You can counting your breathing. Breathing in, breathing out, counting 1, in, out 2, in, out 3, up to 10, and then recount again. And you can lay down meditation. You can practice meditation or lay down position too. So you don't worry about that. After you sitting, after you sat, you close your eyes. Keep your body straight. Fix your mind on the abdomen, rising, falling, rising, falling. But you don't want to force, you don't want to press, you don't want to do that, because if you do like that, you are weak, you are tired. Breathing normally. Just try to note that you're breathing in and out, okay? And then after 10 minutes, maybe after 10 or 15 minutes, your legs start to have some pain or numb. If your legs pain, you note pain 3 times, and then come back to your abdomen. If your legs numb, you note that numbness, and then come back to your abdomen. If you are thinking of something, you just note that thinking. If you're hearing something, you note that hearing. This is very important for all of you. Remember, okay? Now, after that, if you cannot sitting for longer, maybe because of you are distracting or you thinking too much, or if you cannot sitting because of your legs pain or numb, you would like to standing up, you have to open your eyes slowly, relax, opening, and then move your hand by hand, moving like this. And then if your legs numb, you just stretch, move your legs a little bit, and then the numbness will disappear. Your pain will disappear. Okay? This is a sitting meditation. But remember that after you sat like this, if your legs pain, you don't want to move your hand, you don't want to move your body at all. Please try to keep like this all the time, as long as possible. Because if you move your hand like this and then sitting, your concentration is broken already. You don't want to sitting continuously again. So if you open your eyes and move your hands, move your body, move your legs, you have to restart again, walking again. Because when you are walking meditation, it means you try to develop your concentration. If you have good concentration while you're walking, when you are sitting meditation, it's good for you to have good concentration. So try to be mindful while you're walking, okay? So after you cannot sitting for longer, you would like to standing up, open your eyes, and then move your hand by hand, like this. Moving, and then move your leg. Standing up. It's done about sitting, okay? I think you can remember. Now we are walking. And then we start to walk. Everybody start your right leg. Start your right leg. Lifting, raising, dropping. Lifting, raising, dropping, 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 lifting, raising, dropping. One more step and stop. Lifting, raising, dropping. Everybody standing. Keep your legs close together. Open your feet a little bit. Now you say inside your mind, please pay attention. Standing. Be aware your body is standing. 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 Then turn. Turn on the right. Turning. 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 3 times stop. So be straight, okay? Standing. 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 Walking. Lifting. Raising. Dropping. 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 One more step and stop. Lifting. Raising. Dropping. standing, 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 turning, 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 standing, walking, lifting, raising, dropping, 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 standing, 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 turning, 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 standing, 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 walking, lifting, raising, dropping, 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 standing, 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 turning, 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 standing, walking, lifting, raising, dropping, 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 standing, 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 turning, 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 standing, 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 walking, lifting, raising, dropping, 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 lifting, raising, dropping. 1 minute step, stop. Lifting, raising, dropping. Standing, standing, standing. Okay, thumbs over. Everybody open your eyes. Open your eye, move your hand by hand. Moving. Moving. And move your legs. If your legs numb or pain, you can stretch your legs. How do you feel, Mr. Fred? It's difficult or easy? Huh? How do you feel after you practice? Is difficult or easy? Difficult to practice or easy to do?
In group, difficult. The beginning to stay concentrated. We were together and it was a little...
You know why I let you walk for a long time and let you sit for a long time? I know it's difficult for you because all of you are students. You should know the proper way, the correct way. Because if you know the proper way and correct way, one day you can give instruction to other people. After you go home, I believe your friends will ask all of you that, what you did in Thailand. We go to learn meditation at Wat Mahadhatu, section 5. And what you are doing, what you did, what is your experience, so you can explain to your friends that when you are coming here, what I told you, how can I give you instruction? I explain to all of you before you start to practice, right? I try to explain to all of you for the details, how to do, how to start, how to practice, how to walk, how to sit. Because meditation practice, I told you, I said that anyone can practice anywhere, any day, any time, not just for Buddhists. Any religions can teach, can practice, but Buddhists only can teach in meditation. The other never happen. They cannot teach because they don't have experience about meditation. I can say that. So you don't worry that if you practice meditation, I'm not sure, maybe some of you are Christianity or Muslim, whatever, you don't worry about your religions. You just tell yourself that now you are coming here to learning how to practice meditation. I told all of you that meditation anyone can practice anywhere, any day, any time. Even though you are walking on the road normally, you are walking on the street normally, you can practice. How to do? You just try to be mindful every step you are stepping, right, left, right, left. That is meditation. And even though you are standing and waiting for the bus when you go to school, you standing. Be aware your body is standing. It means you try to practice already. Or even though you are sitting in the aeroplane, rising, falling, you can practice, you see. Now you know how to do, right? So when you are walking, you just notice walk right, left, left. And then when you are sitting, you sit in whatever you can, whatever you like. You can sitting like this in the aeroplane, rising, falling. If you sleepy. And at home tonight, when you go to bed, after you lay down your body on your bed, you can meditate too. Just after you lay down your body on the bed, you put your hands on the abdomen, rising, falling, until you fall asleep. See, you can practice anywhere, any day. You don't want to waiting. Anywhere, any day, any time. Okay? So today, at least, you know how to practice, and you know it is not easy to practice meditation. right? But please try to practice continuously after you go home. Because, meditation practice, if anyone can practice every day, only 15 minutes a day, it is very, very good for all of you. Because when you practice meditation, it means you try to develop your concentration, try to develop your mindfulness. If you have good mindfulness, if you have good concentration, you can have good memory. Your memory will be very good. You try only 15 minutes before you go to bed. You're just sitting, rising, falling, rising, falling. Only 10 minutes or 15 minutes. In the morning, before you go to work, before you go to school, you try to sitting quietly about 15 minutes. If you cannot remember rising, falling, you can try the other technique, like you can counting your breathing. You're sitting on the chair, because in your country, I know you don't want to sitting like this. It's difficult for you. But you can sitting on the chair or on your bed, and then sitting like this or like this, breathing in, breathing out. In, out 1, in, out 2, in, out 3, in, out 4, up to 10, and recount again. About 15 minutes. And then if you do like that, it means you can develop your mindfulness, you can develop your concentration. And then you can have good memory. Okay, anyone has a question? No more question? Nothing, huh? Please?
Is it necessary to walk before meditation?
Yes, because you should walk in before you are sitting, because if you're just sitting, it's more difficult for you to have good concentration. Because when you are walking, it means you try to develop your concentration, But you have to try to pay attention. Standing, be aware your body is standing. Awareness your body is standing, because that moment you try to slow down your thought, right? This moment I'm standing. So standing, standing, standing. You're not thinking. But if you're just sitting, your mind is always run away. It's difficult for you to have good concentration. So that is the reason I explain to you about walking first. I show you how to walk first. But most of meditation that they are teaching in Europe or America, they don't want to walk, just sitting. And they use the sitting cushion. It's very comfortable, because they don't like to have suffering. They don't want to have the pain. So they take a sitting cushion high and very comfortable. But it is not good, because if you don't see, if you don't have experience about suffering, you cannot have experience about, you don't understand what is suffering. So you should know when you are sitting meditation, if your legs pain, how do you feel? And then notice pain, 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 because even pain, many kind of pain, sometimes your legs look like deep pain. But sometimes it's rising, and then disappear. Sometimes increase, and then disappear. Sometimes pain is increase, and then stay. For a long time, they will disappear. So if it's pain, it's staying, not disappear, you try to understand how do you feel. Sometimes it looks like fire, burn your leg. Sometimes you feel like your leg is broken. Sometimes you feel like, the bone is broken now. But it's not. See? So you try to understand. And when you practice meditation, the biggest benefit you get is how to give up your suffering. For example, one day now you are happy, you don't you don't know what is suffering. But one day if you have mental problem, if you broken heart, for example, if you broken heart, you'll be sad, you'll be upset. You have to try to understand that everything impermanent. And then you can overcome your suffering, you can overcome your painful. Okay? Try to understand. Okay, before we stop, I will leading you to do radiation of loving kindness. Just repeat after me, okay? Because of why? Because of usually when we are practice in the temple every time, every day, 3 times a day, after we finish meditating, we have to do radiation of loving kindness because we can share our loving kindness to other people, for yourself and for other people. You join your hands like this, please, and repeat after me. Ahang Sukhito Homi, may I be happy. Nitukho Homi, may I be free from suffering. Avero Homi, may I be free from enmity. Apaya Pacho Homi, may I be free from hurtfulness. Aniko Homi, may I be free from troubles of body and mind. Sukhiyatanam Pariharami, may I be able to protect my own happiness. This is for yourself, and then for other people. Sapphe satta, whatever beings they are. Sukhita hontu, may they be happy. Nitukha hontu, may they be free from suffering. Avera hontu, may they be free from enmity. Apaya pacha hontu, may they be free from hurtfulness. Anika hontu, may they be free from troubles of body and mind. Sukhiyatanam Pariharantu, may they be able to protect their own happiness. This is radiation of loving kindness, and then leading you to do dedication of merit. Because when you are practice meditation, it means you are doing biggest merit for your life. Biggest merit for your life. So you should share your merit to other people. Just repeat after me. The merit performed by me, I'm happy to share with my parents, my grandfather, grandmother, teachers, preceptors, lecturers, everybody, no limit. Please accept and receive the merit we dedicate to you. If you are suffering, may be free from suffering. If you are happy, may you be happy more and more and more, forever. See, this is a dedication of merit. So, if you practice at home, you should do. You don't want to say it Pali because Ahang Sukhito Homi, that is Pali language. You can say in your language. You can say in your language. And you can say like I dedicate Mary performed by me to my parents, my father, my grandfather, my grandmother, something like that, in your language. See, it's very good for you. And if you dedicate, if you radiation of loving kindness every day, your heart will be full of loving kindness. Is very good. If you go to anywhere, you'll be safe, because your heart and your mind full of loving kindness. I would like to give you blessing, okay? You join your hands now. Join your hand, please. I give you blessing. Any kind of merit performed by me, I'm happy to share all of merit performed by me to all of you. May you have like what I have. May all of you be Buddha power, Dhamma power, and Sangha power. We protect all of you. May all of you have 4 blessings like long life, beauty, happiness, and lucky forever. May you have good trip and safe trip to your country, everybody. Okay, thank you very, very much. And I say in Pali again, Yatha varivaha pura paripurenti sakharang eva meva ito tinang petanang upakapati ichitang baritang tumhang shipameva samisetu Saphe purendu sangapa janto panaraso yatha maniso tiraso yatha Saphitiyo vasantu sapharoko vinasato mate bhavatvantarayo Sukhi thikayuko bhava abhivachana siri sanicchang uttha vajayino Chattaro dhamma vatanti ayuvano sukhang phalang Bhavatu sappamanghalang rakhantu sappatevata sappaputthanuphavena sattha soti bhavantu te Bhavatu sappamanghalang rakhantu sappatevata sappathammaruphavena sattha soti bhavantu te Bhavatu sappamanghalang rakhantu sappatevata sappasangkhanuphavena sattha soti bhavantu te. Okay, good luck to you.
Prosperous merit, the spirit of compassion sparkling around, a seed of blooming lotus, yet worthy